very good evening and welcome to KIU at 7, and of course the very first bulletin in 2016. My name is Jody Tonjeri. But first, let's take a look at the stories making headlines this evening. The KIU 13th graduation ceremony started in high school. KIU lecturers trained about the basics of electronic learning. KIU's new Vice Chancellor gives his maiden speech. The news in detail. The KIU 13th graduation ceremony started in high spirit as many graduates and their parents smartly walked into the tent to celebrate their achievement. The ceremony was presided over by the new Vice Chancellor, Mohamed Mpeza, alongside the members of the University Council. Studio KIU reporters attended the function.
It was an exquisite entrance as the Chancellor alongside his congregations walked onto the scene, and they were ushered in by the harmonious vibes of the band, whereas the sports team exhibited their trophies, which symbolizes victory in KIU. No sooner had they taken their seats, the ceremony was opened up by the Uganda National Anthem, East African Anthem, and the KIU Anthem, and later it was opened up by a prayer that was led by the Guild President himself, Ahmed Sani. Juliet Nansubuga reporting for Studio KIU.
Today on 5th December 2015, Kampala International University has held its 13th graduation ceremony. As you can see, students are jubilating. They are very happy, and parents are entering the gate, so excited of the occasion that is happening today on 5th December 2015. The population is high as compared to the last graduation ceremony. As you see, the students are so happy, are so excited. Others are watching through the balcons on the third, second floor. I see from the main hall. It is so overwhelming here at Kampala International University. Namara Caroline, Studio KIU.
At the ceremony, a Vice Chancellor Dr. Mpeza has been officially installed into the KIU family. He was born in 1968, and he's a father and he's a scientist by profession. He has 7 degrees that include 2 PhDs, 2 masters plus 3 degrees. He's an author and a writer at the same time. He has taken an oath before the university's lawyer, that is Councillor Joseph Chose, plus KIU fraternity. Fiona Chasina reporting for Studio KIU Analyze.
Kampala International University's new Vice Chancellor pledges to work entirely with KIU staff and management for the betterment of the institution and its students. In his maiden speech at the 13th graduation, at the KIU 13th graduation ceremony held on the 5th December 2015, Mr. Mpeza thanked the Chairman Board of Trustees, Mr. Hassan Basajja Balawa, for the opportunity as the new Vice Chancellor. We have the details on this report.
It gives me great pleasure to give my maiden speech. I know the first thing to be grateful about is to thank the Almighty God. As we all know, whatever religion you believe in, for the life and the gifts you've been given, especially our dear graduates who are today going to begin life. A life that is full of challenges, but hoping that the years you've spent in KIU, you've been prepared enough and you are ready for it. And that's why today you are jubilating. I would like, ladies and gentlemen, to thank the Chairman Board of Trustees and the members of the Board of Trustees and the University Council that identified me to come and give a new and advanced direction to this great 15-year-old institution. I'm sure everybody for the last 15 years has participated and contributed. It's always good to appreciate the little that each one of us can do rather than spend a lot of time discrediting even the little positive that you have achieved. And for that reason, under my tenure as the Vice Chancellor, with the help and support of the Board of Trustees and the guidance of the University Council under the Chairperson, Professor Awire, and the members, plus, of course, the staff, both in academics and administrative responsibilities, and the gallant students of KIU, I look forward towards achieving even greater out of the efforts of everybody as compared to what has been done.
Kampala International University is set to introduce electronic learning program as a new initiative to help both students and their lecturers achieve the demands of the 21st century among its university education. We have the details.
And if
in a workshop conducted at KIU Lab 2, a team of e-learning experts from the University of Kenya takes Kampala International University lecturers through how to conduct e-lessons to their students in a bid to embrace the digitalization of university education. Professor Joyce Agalu, the lead trainer and facilitator of e-learning workshop at KIU, says the major purpose of the training is to transform the method of learning at Kampala International University through staff training into the basics of electronic learning and delivering content, adding that they will have to train KIU students as well.
We have a series of trainings that are going to go on for our academic staff to enable them to prepare content, but later on we are also going to train students so that they will be able to access the content and also utilize the e-learning platform.
Speaking to Studio KIU, Mr. Dennis Mafuga, a member on the training team from Kenya, says that they are specifically focusing on availing KIU lecturers with the skills of creating electronic learning content, uploading notes, and putting up activities and assignments that students can be able to interact with online.
I have realized that there is so much to be done, a lot of induction to be done, a lot of training to be done on how to create content and how to upload notes and put up activities and resources that the students can be able to interact with.
As part of the training into e-learning basics, the lecturers were also taken into the activities of how to create an account on the KIU e-learning page.
About them on the discussion boards, and then quietly or gently guide their thinking in the right direction.
Jolie Tunjiri, KIU at 7. The e-learning workshop at KIU Lab 2 got different lecturers excited about the initiative as others fidgeted on which button to press on the keyboard when logging in and out, an indication that many are not well versed with the modern technology. We have the details on this report. The e-learning initiative was warmly welcomed by the different KIU lecturers, as they said that e-learning at KIU is something they had longed for. The head of computing from the KIU Western Campus says that e-learning would be welcomed by the various students of KIU because many of them have smartphones that can help them subscribe to the platform.
It is that every student who enrolls, who comes to KIU, must be given basic skills of computing. Okay? And even which we cannot even say that these students are completely one, because there's evidence. They have smartphones, they're using smartphones, they're having computers, they're accessing Facebook and all. So which means they have some skills. So what is important is just to consolidate that what they have, okay? And then we can be there. So it's all about moving them, orienting them to what we want.
However, as the e-learning facilitators were busy elaborating on the various concepts about e-learning, many lecturers were noticed fidgeting with the computer mouse, an indication that they are not well versed with the recent technological trends, as others looked tired and therefore resorted to dozing.
As you saw, I was like, because there are members who are not understanding the concept.
Jolly Twanjere, KIU at 7. Now we'll take a short break. KIU at 7 returns.
Coming soon.
It's The Panel, a show that's going to bring you up close with what's happening in the political, academic, health, and economic affairs around the university on KIU TV with your main man, Easy D. Stay locked on your favorite station,
KIU TV.
Don't miss.
Welcome back from the break. The Ministry of Water and Environment, in partnership with the National Planning Authority and the Worldwide Fund for Nature, organizes a national dialogue on fresh water and the Sustainable Development Goals. Samuel Nahura was at the dialogue.
The recently endorsed Sustainable Development Goals underscore the importance of water as a critical aspect of 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda. While at the 2 days function, the Minister of Water and Environment, Ephraim Kamuntu, says the dialogue aimed at bringing together the key stakeholders to map out strategies for sustainable management and development of water resources as a means towards achieving various SDG targets in Uganda.
We now have numbers. 48% of agricultural production depend on water. You need 48% water for agricultural production to take place and contribute to GDP.
However, the minister adds that Uganda is not helped through provision of everything. Rather, the citizens should do their best for a proper sanitation survival.
It's not government to Yambe. This time you must pay Yamba. Or Yambe. You can do it at domestic level. Government can, of course, help in terms of bulk water availability as well as piped water. But at individual level, this can be done.
Eddie Okocho, Communications Officer of Worldwide Fund for Nature, says to achieve SDGs, water must be the first goal to achieve, being the center of every target.
But water is a unique SDG, or Sustainable Development Goal, that connects with so many other sustainable goals. For example, poverty is closely related to water, availability at household level. Energy derives a lot of its existence from water. Ecosystems, wetlands, forests, all these kind of things, systems that help to maintain the ecosystem services, like the provision of water itself, the provision of clean air, all these kind of things are related to water.
Water is a strategic resource and a significant tool in the country's wealth creation efforts and is a key driver of production and economic growth. Samuel Nahurira, KIU TV.
A new radio station will be opening soon as promised by Mr. Ambrose Chibuka, who is a member on the KIU's Board of Trustees. This while speaking to Studio KIU journalists at the main administration building.
a radio production studio to open soon at KIU following the success of Studio KIU's newscasts last semester, which was an effort from the mass communication students. Mr. Ambrose Chibuka, a member of the Board of Trustees, says that the installation of the studio equipment is 90% complete.
I think we are like 90% covered. Think very much about radio production this semester. Think very hard. Actually, radio production is easier in our context than television production. Yeah? It should be. And you have a soundproof there, which if today you tell me you want to use it, I'll get the key and have it open.
Mr. Chibuka, who spearheaded the opening of Studio KIU, adds that the mass communication students will be given another fully installed studio to help out with the practical part of the course through practical training.
One studio having 5, because there is a room next to them. I'm thinking of that. One room having 5 computers, another room having 5 computers.
KIU at 7, I am Fiona Chasimiri.
As we draw near to the May to August field attachment program, many university students move here and there in different organizations looking for the placements. Samuel Nahura speaks to the management of Hotel Africana about what they consider when giving internship to students.
Given a next period of internship placement in different organizations by students, well, a little while would be soon. Submit applications of your choice. Contacting some of the leading hotels, officials say that not only catering skills are required, but also hospitality, tourism, accounting, human resource, business administration, sports science, engineering, mass communication for public relations, to mention but a few. The human resource manager, Hotel Africana Limited, Baker James, mentions zeal to work with them, among others, in order to be admitted as their internee.
A few things I do expect. Letter of introduction from school, that is a field attachment introduction letter. I also expect a written application letter by the student expressing interest in training with us. There are 2 things we normally expect that are subject to shortlist. Normally what happens, the kind of training someone goes through and the kind of seriousness that they portray on the job will tell whether those people are employable or not. Because, for example, on our side we have a retention program whereby, for example, if someone is very serious on the job and they are recommended by a specific manager, we can retain them after the internship program.
When asked about employing students, he says part-timing can be given casually and a graduate must be having good grades in order to be an employee of Hotel Africana.
When someone is a student, we employ them on a casual basis. They can always be called as and when there is need. For example, for F&B service, we have some days when we are very busy and we need the extra manpower. So such a person can be put into consideration. If I'm shortlisting, there is no way I can go to someone who has got a first degree when I have someone who has got a second upper. Try as much as possible. Have a second class degree. If you cannot afford an upper, at least have a second lower. First class, that is the best.
However, the Executive Assistant Manager Foods and Beverages, Kashif Masood, ignores qualification and opts for ability of a person for one to be recruited under his department.
One who is having the smiling face, his communication is good, he is groomed well, then knowledge is the last. Because if somebody is willing to learn and he has the idea about the basic, we can always teach them.
Hotel Africana is among leading hotels in Uganda, which when groomed from can value Karisham Vita. Samuel Nahurira, KIU TV.
And on our sports segment tonight, the Uganda Cranes 2015 superstar Faluk Mia joins Standard League at a $400,000 million bid agreed upon by Vipers. Mia is to agree on personal terms after the Chan tournament, which ended on Wednesday for Uganda.
Vipers have reached an agreement with the Belgian Giants, Standard Liège, to loan Faluk Mia until the end of the season. A statement on Vipers' website says that the 2 clubs agreed a fee worth 1.4 billion. Cranes coach Michu was equally full of praise to the player who ended his debut against Seychelles in July 2014. Costa Darren's Studio KIU at 7.
That's all we had for you on Studio KIU tonight. Thanks for watching Studio KIU. Be sure to catch us next time. time, same place. My name is Juliet Wanjiru.